Hey guys, so today I'm going to be giving you or showing you part one of my makeup collection. As you can see here, this is my quote-unquote vanity, and above my vanity is like this huge mirror. I don't want to blind you with this mirror, but there it is. It is absolutely huge. As you can see, my vanity is just a desk that I painted gold. A lot of people on YouTube have IKEA Alex drawers, and I really do like those, but I feel like everybody has them, so I wanted to go and do something different. So I bought a desk off of eBay. This was like £20. A lady across the road from where I live, she was selling it for her mom, so I ended up picking it up and painting it gold and using it to store my makeup instead, so I can have something unique, something that I can say nobody else has. And sorry if it sounds like I'm shouting, it's like I'm nowhere near the camera, I'm well out of frame, and that's because I look like complete and utter rubbish today, so that's why it sounds like I'm shouting, because I'm nowhere near the mic. So yeah, it was just because I wanted to have something unique that I can say that nobody else has, and I'm the only one who has it. So obviously if you've come here, you want to have a look at my makeup collection, and this is in no way like me trying to be braggadocious, and I don't really see why we have to disclaim that we're not trying to brag about what we have. Obviously if you clicked on this video, it's because you want to see what's in the collection. Anyway, so I'm going to make this a two-parter. The first part is going to be like skincare, lipsticks, lip glosses, highlighters, primers, foundations, etc, etc, and the second part is just going to be palettes, like eyeshadow palettes, blush palettes, highlighter palettes, concealer palettes, all of those kind of palettes. That's what that video is going to be. So this video is going to be like everything else. If I put both of them together, I would expect for this video to take forever and a day, and ain't nobody got time for that. So anyway, if you want to see what I have in my makeup collection, just keep on watching. Okay, so we're going to start with everything that's in the central section. This looks like a complete and utter mess, but to me, this is what I call organized chaos, okay? Let's start on this side here. So here I have these Arbonne RE9 advanced like facial care masks and whatnot. I haven't dug into these yet. I do want to dig into these, and I keep a lot of my samples and stuff on my desk so that I don't forget that it's there. If I put them away, I'm going to end up forgetting them. And this is the Arbonne nightly resurfacing pad and solution. Again, I haven't used this, but I keep it out here so I'll remember to use it. Then I have like two mirrors here. I've got one which is broken, but this is the one that I prefer to use. The other one, like this, did come with like the little stand like this one has. As you can see, it here has like a little stand, but this one had a stand but it broke. I ended up repurchasing and buying another one, but I just never tend to use this one. I still keep on using this one. I think it's because it just fits so neatly in my hand. So yeah, I have two little mirrors, and then I have these Onsen. One of them is like a facial scrub, and the other one is like some kind of facial moisturizer. I cannot remember. I don't feel like the facial peel really works, and for the amount that it cost me, I'm kind of disappointed, because I think this was about £60 for the two, and I got this on my birthday. You know, like when you're walking through like the shopping centre or the mall, and they like, oh yeah, let's do like a little demonstration on you, and they do the patch test on your hand, and it's like, oh my gosh, all of that dirt came off, and that's what this is. And I thought that it would work, and it really does not. Over here is just like a random brush. I think it's broken, so I've just kept it there so I can glue it back together again. And then in this jar here, I just have some sponges, and here are like a set of makeup brushes that I've never ever used. They are just so beautiful. I think these were supposed to be like a dupe to the Sonia Kashuk brushes. I think these were like £15 on AliExpress or something, and I've never used them. They're just there for display, but they're so beautiful. And they're so soft. I've never washed them, never used them, never done anything with them. They're just there. And then on this side, it's the same situation. I just have a jar which has face sponges in there which needs to be washed. And then I've got like a huge set of makeup brushes. These were supposed to be like the Real Techniques, was it their metal ones? I can't remember the exact name, but they were like their metal ones. And I think I bought like 3 sets of them because they're about a $5 for a set of 7 or something. So I bought like 3 sets of them and I just have them here on display. Again, I've never used them, but they're just so beautiful and soft. I would never use these, they're just so beautiful. Then we've got, I think, all of these little fruit looking things are at the back. I think those are by Tony Moly, if I remember correctly. They're like facial scrubs, masks, and like lip balms and stuff like that. I just leave them there for display. Then I've got a sample of the Body Shop Oils of Life. I had 2 of these and I used one up. I don't ever use this on its own. I tend to use it with a primer, or I tend to mix it with something. I feel like it's just too harsh smelling on its own. Then I've got a sample of this Bulgari fragrance, and I've got a full size of like the red version of this as well. Then I have this gorgeous beauty protector beauty cream. I got this from, was this from Birchbox? I think this is from Birchbox. So this is like a sample tube, if you want to call it. I did buy the full size, and what I tend to do is I just top up this one so that I can put this in my bag and go. Otherwise, just having the full size tube in my bag is just way too much. But this smells absolutely gorgeous, but it's hella expensive. It's ridiculous how expensive it is for what it is. Then I've got this lip balm thing. It's supposed to be like the EOS lip balm, and look, my one came in half. I think it melted and then reset that way. I don't know. And then I've got this Ayers body butter. I have this out so that I can remember to use it. And then I've got my L'Oreal Infallible foundation blender. I did not like this when I first got it, but now I really like it. Yes, it is dirty. And then I've got like this peach hand cream from Benecos. Nothing to write home about. I've got another beauty sponge. This one was from Etude House. This was originally pink when I got it, and then the foundation and all of that just turned it brown. No matter how many times I wash it, it just does not, like, it's just brown now. Then I have this Unani Illuminating Milk Cleanser. I haven't used this yet that I remember, so I can't really tell you much about it. Then I have my Saint-Tropez Gradual Tan in Shower Tanning Lotion. I think I used this a couple of times and I liked it, but I haven't really drawn for it since, and I probably will. That's why I keep it on top of my vanity so that I can remember to use it. Then I've got my Nivea Pearl and Shine Lip Balm, my Body Shop White Mask. I never use this. I do tend to use this. This is my Tequila Sunrise Orange Lip Balm and my Palmer's Tummy Butter. Also got my Bare Minerals Pure Transformation Night Treatment. I've made a video about this before. My Unani Dermo Defense Face Mask. I haven't yet used this. My Organic Surge Hydrating Eye Cream. I have used this, but I don't remember it really making much of an impact. And then I got like another lip balm here, but this one tends to turn my lips kind of like a peachy color. But yeah, it does the job it's supposed to, I guess. Then I have a couple of the Etude House facial toners. I haven't yet used these either. Then I have like this Neutrogena body lotion and a cocoa butter by Palmer's Skin Therapy Oil. Those are samples that I need to use. Again, I keep these things here so I can remember to use it. I also have my Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Oil Controlling Fixing Spray. I like using this after I finish completing my makeup, as well as using this to pick up foil eyeshadows in eyeshadow palettes. Oh, and also I have this Sony and Swarovski Elements camera. I really wanted this so bad, so bad, and then when I got it, I just never used it. I love it because look, it has this little ring here so you can make it a stand, and I'm really trying to be delicate with it because I don't want to break it because I can't rebuy it. And here it turns around to the camera side and you can kind of turn it back as well, and I keep it like camera to the back so that when I'm spraying things, it doesn't actually go onto the camera lens. Okay, so now we're gonna have a look at what's in my one of my acrylic drawers. So we're gonna start at the top here. Oh yeah, I've got my acrylic drawers. I think these were from eBay. I can't remember how much they were. But yeah, in here I just tend to keep all of my body moisturizers. I've got a tube of Bepanthen in there, some Nivea hand day cream. I've got my Benefit Puff Off eye cream sample. I have a couple of these Onsen body lotion samples. What else do I have? Some spot zapping cream. I have this Foot Patrol cream, this mask scrub as well. So it's mainly like my body lotions, face lotions, stuff like that I keep in this top drawer here. Then in the second drawer, okay, so this is a highlighter from Makeup Revolution that I really did not like. It was just so rubbish. And then one of my Hourglass ambient light powders, pressed powders. Then I've got a selection of the Miss Cheat blushes. I think 6 of those in here. And I also have this cream blusher, and look, it comes with this little cap thing, and that's the shade there. And then I've got my NYX lip lingeries all in here as well. I made a video about that. And I also have the Lime Crime Diamond Crushers as well. So that's everything in that drawer. Then in this mini drawer here, I have like some of my highlighters. This is supposed to be a little highlighter sample. I think it's like a cream highlighter from Etude House. I've got this Collection Speedy highlighter. It's like a wind up tube of highlighter. I can't seem to get the retractable bit to work. But anyway, so that's that. It's kind of drying, so yeah. I've got this So Susan highlight pencil. This is good for like going underneath your eyebrows. If you want to highlight your eyebrows, this will help to highlight precisely, but I don't really feel like it's good for much else. And I've got like some of the Anastasia highlighters. I've got a Me Beat the Blues highlighter. This is like a liquid highlighter on a little brush. This looks like a nail polish, but it's really not. And then I've got all my sleek highlighter palettes, in here. I've got my rainbow highlighter, and what else do I have? I've got this LOC or LOC pencil highlighter. Is this another So Susan thing? I can't remember, and I can't see it on here, but that's like another stick highlighter. And I've got this e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip highlighter. This is really good to put down first. If you really wanted to have like a really bright highlight, this is really good to put down first and then put your powder highlight on top. So that's everything in that drawer. Okay, and then in the next compartment, I have my primers and my foundations. This has been downsized recently because I went through a couple of bottles of foundation recently. So I've got the Ordinary High Adherence silicone primer. I need to buy another one of these. It's so affordable. Plus I have the Ordinary Coverage Foundation in shade 2.1Y. They have these in 2 different types. They have a serum one, which is supposed to be like the light version, and then they've got the coverage one, which is supposed to be more of a full coverage foundation, but it's more like a medium to full. You'd have to build it up, but it's a beautiful foundation nonetheless. Then I have my Diamond Heart Base Primer. I have that stupid Lancome Ultra Wear foundation. It just smells so heavy of perfume. I can't stand it. Then I've got this facial serum by Hey Honey. I've got the Sleek Life Proof foundation. This is a little bit too dark for me. My Born This Way foundation in Golden, and my Derma Blend in Nude 25. This is a bit too light for me, but I can make it work if I mix it with this Sleek foundation, so all is not lost. Then I have a bunch of other primers here at the front, including my Algenist Color Correcting Primer. I really like this. I'm going to get another one. I probably might just buy the full size. Oh, and I also have my sample of the Dermacol foundation. Do you remember that gold tube foundation that everybody was reviewing and saying, oh, this is the most full coverage? I'm gonna put a picture up of it, and I'm sure you remember it. But yeah, that's my sample of it right there. And now I've got the bottom drawer, and this has like a number of different things in it. So on this side I have all of my mascaras. So I've got my L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic mascara. I've been using that non-stop recently. My Arbonne mascara, this is like ride or die, I love it. Then I have my Bourjois Dark Kohl mascara, this is alright. What is this here? Some mini nail files, I never use those. I've got a So Susan Fabulous Feather Lash mascara. I've never used it. You can still, it still has like the shrink wrap on it. I've got my Volume Million Lashes Excess mascara, my Icona Milano mascara. I don't even know where this one came from. It must have come from like a glossy box or something. And then I've got these two mascaras. These are color mascaras. I got these from eBay. One of them is blue, one of them is purple. One of them, I think it's the blue one, it stinks. It smells like burning. It's just horrible. And I don't really feel like they transfer color very, very well. But because of the smell, it smells like gasoline and burning. I just would not want to use these on my eyes. I don't even know why I still have these, but they're there. Oh, and I also have a sample of the Benefit They're Real Tinted Eyelash Primer. And then I've got another deluxe sample size of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I hate the name, but I really like the mascara itself. Then I've got this Nuxe, I don't even know how to pronounce the rest of the name, but this is kind of like a body shimmer oil. This is really expensive. I got this in one of my subscription boxes. I got two. I've held one aside so I can put it in a giveaway for my 1,000 subscriber. Make sure you subscribe. So I've got like a whole heap of things that I haven't used as yet that I'm going to put in. Yes, so I've put that in my giveaway box. I've got a few things I'd like to give away. So, but I really like this. It's so expensive, like for the full size. So I've got a sample of this that I'm keeping. Then I have, I really like these, my Nivea Express Hydration Primer. One is for, I can't remember which one is which, is for like for oily skin, the other one is for dry skin, and both of them, as far as I found, work the exact same. They're really inexpensive. They were like, what, £2.50 from Boots? I love it, absolutely love these. I need to probably take them out of here. I'm putting them back in rotation up here, but I didn't have enough space up here, so I had to like bring them down here. Anyway, moving along swiftly, I've got my Jeffree Star Skin Frosts. These are from AliExpress. I've got Dark Horse Ice Gold, King Tut, Peach Goddess, Mint Condition, So Effing Gold, Lavender Snow. And then the only one which came in the right size, because as you can see they're different sizes. This one's really small, this one's really big. This one is called Deep Freeze. I didn't really like any of these. I don't really support Jeffree Star, but obviously I got these just to make a video with. But I would say support the original creator. If you did want to buy these, I would not bother to get these otherwise, just saying. So I've also got this Clean Color Tanned Raw Matte Bronzer. I got this from Shop Miss A, so this was like $1, and in UK money that's about, what, how much is that? About 80 something p. And then I've got the Too Faced Prismatic Highlighters. So this one is Ray of Light, You Light Up My Life, and Blinded by the Light. So yeah, there are those. I wasn't much impressed with those, but I do pull them out. Like, say if I'm going to use it with, if I was going to use it with this, I will use one of these on top. I don't want to waste it. I spent like £75 on all three, so I'm gonna somehow make it work somehow. So that's that drawer. Okay, and then on top I have 3 of these little mugs that have brushes in them, and I've got all kinds of different brushes. This one is an It Cosmetics brush. It's just so beautiful. I've only used it a couple of times. It's so nice. What else have I got? I've got this fan brush. I got this at Afro Hair and Beauty. This is like £1. It's amazing. Got all my Peach and Pearl brushes. Peach and Pearl is my brand. I'll leave the links down below. What else have I got? I've got a Luxie brush here, an angled brush. This is so beautiful. It's so soft as well. These brushes were from eBay. They were supposed to be like an eye set. These are supposed to be an eye set. This is like my first set of brushes like ever. And even when I first got them, I was just kind of like, these are just way too big to be for my eyes. Like it just didn't make much sense. So I just use them for other things. In the meantime, I've got my Morphe M164 brush. I absolutely love this brush. It's beautiful. It's angled, it's thin, so I can do my contour, like my nose contour, my cheek contour, and I can just blend it out with another brush. It's just so beautiful. So yeah, those are just some of my brushes. This is the other side, the other acrylic container situation. Okay, so up top, okay, so this is gonna be a problem. Okay, so all of these here, all of these pencils and stuff are like this eyeliner pen. This is like an eyebrow pencil and shaper with a little brush on the end, what I use every single day. This is like a Maybelline white coloured eyeliner pencil, like for a waterline. I barely ever use that. I've got a couple of the clean colour shell makeup, like eyeshadow base things, like eyeshadow crayon things. That's what I use for a base. I've got my Collection 2000 fast stroke eyeliner. This is something that I have used for so many years. I cannot tell you how many of these I've repurchased. They also have like a waterproof version. I don't like that version. I don't like it. It tends to crack. So even though yes, it does do what it's supposed to do and it's like waterproof, I don't find that this one runs. This one here, I don't find that it runs, but the waterproof one, it does do what it's supposed to do, but it just cracks like in the very corner of the eye every single time. So this one, I would say get this one. It never cracks. I've never had a problem with it like running even when it is raining, because sometimes I do get caught out in the rain. Also, I've got this brow coat, brow gel thing. It really does keep your eyebrows in place. And I've got some more I've got some more eye pencils here. I've got another eyebrow gel. This one is from Model Co. And then I've got like a bunch of other eye pencils as well. I also have these Body Shop eye cream colours. I've got one in green and I've got one in blue. I do not remember where I got these, how I got these. I can't remember. I have those, and I guess those are supposed to be like eye bases. And then I have two MAC Pro Conceal Corrector palettes. I've got one in medium deep and one in medium. As you can see, the medium deep has been battered. The medium one I haven't yet used, but the medium, those shades do look like they will complement my skin tone a bit better than the medium deep. But this medium deep one, it used to be in my bag all the time, so it just got battered. Then I have my Makeup Revolution I Heart Makeup. I feel like highlighter and contour palettes, like this small ones. Like this is the more recent one. I did a video on these. And this one here as well. These two as well. Maybe this should have been in my palette collection. Maybe, I don't know. But they're not a part of like my main. I don't keep them with the palettes, so I keep them separately because they're highlighters. So judge me all you want, I don't really care. Then also I have these Etude House limited edition eyeshadow palettes. I have only swatched these, but these are like the most beautiful things like ever. Like these mini chocolate bars, they're just so cute. This one's a cherry and truffle. This is the salted caramel. I absolutely love that shade, that orange shade there, but I do have it in other palettes, so I don't have to use this one. And the cacao fudge as well. It's just, they're just so gorgeous. And then at the very bottom of that drawer, I just have like an artist palette for me to mix some of my eyeshadow, like my eyeshadow bases. I have two of the Makeup Forever flash palettes. Well, they're dupes of the Makeup Forever flash palettes. And the flash palettes they have, I will put up a picture. But these are like cream or grease based colours. So if I ever wanted to mix them, I use this to mix them. on, but yeah, that's just basically what I use for it. Okay, next is this drawer. I don't know how this drawer always tends to get so messy. I don't know if you can see, but there's like all dust all up the top here. I don't know how it always happens. Every time I open up this drawer, it's dusty. I don't know how. And it's only ever this drawer. Oh, it's so irritating. Anyway, so I have the Lancome Corrector Pro palette. This is for your eyes. I got this from a cohorted subscription box. I haven't used it, but it's just like an eye corrector palette. I've got this magnet from Inglot. This is like 80p. I have their Pro palette thing where you can like make your own palette, but the pans are magnetic, and once you get them in there, it's really difficult to get it out. So I invested 80 pence of my money just on the magnet, so I can take out the shadows safely. I've seen some people try and pry the shadows out of the palette, and it's literally always ended up like as a casualty. It's crazy. I was like, no. If I'm gonna get this palette, I'm going to get the magnet that it comes with, or that they sell with it. I have two, let me put this down. I've got two NARS eyeshadows, one in the shade Cassiopeia, beautiful shade. I don't know if you can see that duochrome, but it's really pretty. And another one in the shade Pasiphae. This is so gorgeous. It's like a green with a reddy browny kind of undertone. It's just so pretty. But these are just so expensive, and I don't feel like for what they are they should be that expensive. Like they were in their 20s just for one. I don't know. Anyway, I've got the Bourjois Intense eyeshadows, one in brown and sparkly pink kind of colour. This is so pretty. It's so pretty. It's got like a shift of silver glitter, but the glitter never stays on. Then I have this L'Oreal Paris eyeshadow. It's really nice, and I got it for a highlight, and I did use it as a highlight for a long time. Then I dropped it and I had to repress it back in the pan, and it's a goddamn mess. I think I need to get this back out again. But this is why I hate singles. This is why I really hate singles, because I never remember to use them. And then I've got this Gosh. So I've got this Gosh mini eyeshadow or single eyeshadow in dark green. I haven't actually ever used it. I don't even think I've swatched it. I can't see any swatch marks on there. It is a nice green, but it's just not the kind of colour that I tend to go for. I got this again from a subscription box. Then I have the Meet Matrimony sample, like mini sample in, what shade is this? Oh, Matte Kumar. Yeah, this is Matte Kumar. I love this shade. I absolutely love this shade. I do have the palette to this. I don't really draw for the palette too tough, but sometimes if I am creating like brown or red eyeshadow looks, I do, very rarely I will draw for the sample, but I have to like appreciate the way that they did this mini sample. Like it's actually really quite cute, like, oh, and it's actually magnetized, look. Oh. Then I have this Calvin Klein single eyeshadow. I got this from the pound shop. It's like in a very pale peachy kind of colour. This was like when I had no idea about makeup, and I was first starting my makeup collection. I had no idea about makeup, and I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Calvin Klein, let me pick it up. Why? I don't know. And they had it in white as well, so I've got the white one. I do like the packaging. I've got to say, I do like the packaging. Even though it's kind of like, you know, it's very simple, it's still kind of sleek. Then I've got a couple, no, more than a couple. I've got a few of the ColourPop Super Shot shadows, and I've got one in Coconut, Erotic, Crinkle. This one is Animal. This one's beautiful, I must say. And then I've got this one, which is Envy, and this one, which is Stereo. These are all just so beautiful. They're just all so gorgeous. They're just so gorgeous. I think my favorite has to be this one here, Envy. I just find that it's just so pigmented. Yeah, this one broke. Oh, I'm putting this away. This one broke. And then I've got, what did I have? A L'Oreal Enigmatic Purple eyeshadow. Oh, and it comes with this little pull-up thing here, and that's it there. I didn't really feel like it was anything to write home about, to be fair. And I got this Bella Pierre Snowflake. I think this is supposed to be a highlighter, like a powder highlighter. but because it's so small, I keep it with my my single eyeshadows. I've never actually used this. As you can see, it still has the seal on it. I don't know if you can see that, but it still has a seal on it, and it still has like the little thing that comes up. I might just add this to like my giveaway, because this I can never use it because it's just not the right shade for me. But I think this is supposed to be a highlighter. I'm gonna find out, and if it is, then I'm gonna put it in my giveaway. Let me just find out what it's supposed to be. Anyway, then I have this Chanel, yes, I said it, Chanel. This Chanel eyeshadow. That color is so nice, and it's like that bouncy, moist kind of formula. It's so beautiful, and it comes with like this little Chanel brush thing here. Can you see it? There you go. I've used it a couple of times. It's nice. It's a nice shadow. It's a nice shade. It's nothing to go whoop-de-doo about. I got this from a cohorted box. Again, a cohorted box. Then I have these Clean Color Airy Minerals eyeshadows. These are supposed to be eyeshadows, and I've got them in one called Better Together. It's this pink. I'm not going to open them because they are a mess from what I remember. One called Secrecy. This is purple. One called Grace, and it's like this taupey kind of purpley taupey kind of shade. And then one in Once Upon a Time, which is like this peachy pink kind of shade. I just remember these being a mess, so I'm not gonna even bother to open them. Then I've got the Too Faced Soulmates bronzer palette or compact, and that's that. I've got this from a cohorted box. Does it smell like chocolate? No, it doesn't. But the packaging is like beautiful. It's like so beautiful. And I also got it in Ross and Rachel, again from the cohorted box. I remember when I used to get this subscription box, right? And one month they had one, that's the other one. As you can see, this blush is a little bit more pink. The other one was a bit more peach. And the bronzer in this one is a little bit more milk chocolate. And the other one was a little bit on the lighter side. I remember when they did that box, and what they used to do, I don't know if they still do because I don't get that box anymore. But I remember what they used to do was they'll show you a couple of the things that you're supposed to be getting that month, and they show that we were going to get this, well, one of them anyway, I can't remember. And then the next month they gave us the next one, and that next month everyone was so angry, like on their social media they were going crazy, like, you only gave us this, and it's like, yeah, but they gave you the next one, they gave you both in the collection, like, calm it down. And I would rather have the full collection than just one, but that's just me. This has like a bunch of my liquid lipsticks and other lipsticks. This is like a sample from Avon. My friend got this a long time ago. This is called Wine with Everything, and when I tried it on, it was beautiful, and I never tried it again. And then I've got this 100% pure pigment lip glaze in Peach Bellini. It's like a lip balm with like a tint kind of thing. Then I've got all these Lime Crime, Velveteen or Velvetyne, whatever, liquid lipsticks. As you can see on the front, from the front, some of them have the rose on the front and some of them don't. That's because some of them were purchased on AliExpress and some of them weren't. So keep that in mind. And then I also got this MDM Flow lipstick, again from Cohorted. Oh no, like the whole bottom came off, so I don't know how I'm gonna get this out. I'm probably gonna have to like glue this bottom bit back on and then try and get it out. But I think this was like a pink color. Then I have like the MAC Giambattista Valli lipsticks. They smell so beautiful. They smell just like vanilla. These are just beautiful. They're gorgeous. And then I've got some more MAC lipsticks. Like my favorite is in Taupe. I think this was my first one that I got. This is in Taupe. This is like that. Remember that color that everyone was going crazy for when Kylie Jenner first got her lips done? Like, this was the shade. And again, it's just a beautiful smell, like that vanilla smell. It's just to die for. And then there's this one in Rebel, which is a satin as well. I've never used this. This one came in a cohorted box too. Then I've got the two Cinderella lipsticks as well. Again, I just love the smell of MAC lipsticks. And this one is Free as a Butterfly. and this one is Royal Ball. Just so pretty. Then I have this Cargo, I guess, liquid lipstick. This one is in Paris. It's really pretty. And then I also have this Super Stay 24-Hour Color by Maybelline. This is a liquid lipstick as well, but it has like a lip moisturizer on one end. This was a present. I think I did a video on this too. You can hear a whole heap of noise. It's my son, okay? I've been telling him to be quiet, but he's really not listening. So let's just keep on going. So this is another box of lipsticks and lip glosses and stuff like that. So I've got like an e.l.f. super glossy lip gloss, and it has like glitter particles in it. And then this is the Absolute New York Velvet Lippy. I really like this. It's a little bit too light for my skin, but when I pair it with a brown, like a deep brown lip liner, I can make this work. I got this from some kind of box. Again, you're gonna find that I get a lot of things from subscription boxes, but what irritated me about this is that it's a UK subscription box, but then when you are led to the website to buy the item, because the whole point is like so you can go back and repurchase the item, like that's the whole point. It's like it's a whole marketing thing, but when they give you the website in the booklet that it comes with, the website doesn't give you an option to ship to the UK. So it's kind of like, so why did you bother to give me a product that I cannot get after receiving it in the box? The whole point is to spread your market base, your target market, like to get more customers, and then those customers that you potentially get, they're blocked from being able to then repurchase. It made absolutely no sense, and I made sure that I told them that it made absolutely no sense for them to put this product in if these customers can then not go ahead and buy more from that site. It made no sense. Anyway, rant over. And I got this Hawaiian Tropic lip gloss. This tastes gorgeous. I don't feel like it does anything for my lips as such. It doesn't really moisturize my lips. It's like, it's just too, it doesn't like penetrate the lip skin. It just doesn't. It tastes nice because obviously it does go into your mouth. Then I've got this Clean Color lipstick. I don't know what shade this is in, but it smells really good. Then I've got another like lip balm thing, but this is kind of one that you have to warm up in between your fingers because it's more like, not wax, but it requires to be warmed up before you put it onto your mouth. And I've got like a bunch of other lipsticks and lip glosses. Like this one's from Body Shop. This one is from MUA. That one actually broke, but it smelled really good. And I got the Too Faced Lip Injection Color Bomb. This smells amazing. Again, it came in a cohorted box. This smells just beautiful, but it's not really my shade. It's too bright of a pink. This is like my go-to, my actual go-to nude lipstick. It's like nude with a bit of pink, but it's not too brightly pink. And this one is called Birthday Suit. Yes, all of the information has rubbed off. I know it was called Birthday Suit. Then I got this Emite makeup, lip and cheek tint. I've got a NARS lip balm thing. I forgot all about that. I need to get that out. I've got a Revlon, I've got a sleek one. So yeah, there's my Revlon one, there's my sleek one. I absolutely love this Revlon one, like that shade, that nude though, if I can get it up. Yeah, this nude is just beautiful for my skin. And then I've got like a bunch of lip pencils in this box and here as well. Just more lip balms, more lip seals, more lip paints. And I've got this MAC one here in Kitten-ish. Whoa. Okay, I don't know why that looks like that. It's supposed to be like this pink kind of color. Did I go, I must have gone over my, like I must have had a darker shade on when I used this last. I will clean this anyway. But yeah, so that's everything that's in this box here. Okay, now the bottom drawer, it has like a bunch of stuff in here. So at the front, let's get rid of all of that stuff. So I've got the Born This Way foundation sample from when I ordered whatever it was I ordered from their website. They sent me this sample set, and this was before. I think now they do like a selection of samples, so you can choose like fair, light, medium, or deep samples. But before they didn't. They just used to say, hey, here's a sample set. So I've got those. And then I've got the Black Up sample set of their mattifying fluid foundation. Now this is the primer that it comes with. This is one of the foundations. I haven't yet used this one, but the other two that it did come with, they just weren't the right color for me, but they were amazing foundations. They stayed matte all day, but these are so expensive to get. These are so expensive to purchase, so I'm just holding on to this for reference. And then I've got a Pixie eyebrow powder palette thing. I don't use this. I have tried it and it's not really my kind of thing. I have two MAC pigments. There was a point where I actually wanted to collect all of them, but it's just so pointless me doing that because I never use them. So this is in Old Gold and in Dark Soul. So one is like a greeny based gold and one is black. Then I have my Lush bubblegum lip scrub. I absolutely love this. I think this was about £5. If I remember correctly, it was about £5. It smells gorgeous. It smells beautiful. You can use, and the woman in the shop told me that it's edible, and apparently like not all lip scrubs are edible, but seeing as it's from Lush, I would expect that if they're going to create something that goes on your mouth, that they would make it edible for you. And this is like the best smelling one in my humble opinion, and I use this not just for my lips, I use it all over my face, and my face always glows when I use this. It's amazing. It is amazing. So I definitely say, if you can, pick yourself up one. I'll probably try the vanilla one next, but for the meantime, bubblegum, whew, that's the best, fam. Then I've got the Makeup Revolution Luxury Banana Powder. And then I've got the Ben Nye Banana Powder. Can you see? Yeah, I've got the Ben Nye Banana Powder, and I've got the Makeup Revolution one. And then I have, for some reason, this Empty Collection powder box. Oh, that's why. I used to tip out some of my powders in here. Like, I would tip out the exact right amount that I need, and then I'll pick it up on my brush. Rather than these, because the sifter, it's like, how do you get that off of there? It's a bit of a messy one, so if I tip it in here, I'm able to use it. Then I've got the Laura Mercier powder as well in translucent. They do have a deeper one. I haven't yet picked it up or tried it. Then I have a bunch of the Dip Brow Pomades by Anastasia. As you can see, like, they're so old. Some of them are scratching off because of the way that I store them. But yeah, I've got 5 of these, and I am able to use all 5 of them depending on how I use them, because like there's some which are like, this one's auburn, this one's more of a reddish kind of colour, but I can make it work. Then I have the PS Pro Longwear Finishing Powder. This is like a primer powder. I've got this from one of my subscription boxes. It's white as snow. It's white, it's white, it's white. To me, this is not like a translucent powder. Yeah, but this is just like as white as snow. It's not for my skin tone, even though it's marketed as like a translucent powder. Then I have my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I'm almost finished with this. I need to get another one. Then I have my Duo eyelash glue. Absolutely love that. And then I have like some eyelashes that I got from AliExpress, I think. And then some body tape from Isla. You can never ever be sure that you're not going to need body tape. And then I've got the NYX Wonder Sticks, and I have this Max Factor Master Touch Concealer, and I've got a pair of lashes by MAC, and it says AC4 on the back. AC4. I'm not too sure if that's the number for them. Also, what tends to be in here are my my makeup remover towels. So those need to go back in there. And then I've got a MAC pigment, like the old school. I've got a MAC pigment in the old school bottle, and this one is called Dazzle Ray. This is a really nice shade, but I wish it was just a little bit deeper. And then I've got, oh yeah, I've got 2 of these. Are these by e.l.f.? Yeah, the all over cover sticks. This one is literally rubbed off, like there's nothing on there at all. I can't remember what this shade was called, but this one is called Spotlight. We're gonna tackle this drawer here. I'm gonna just tell you what's in it. So I've got a brush egg. I always use that. I've got this T-Zone Blackhead Fighting facial scrub. I love that. I've got a couple of bottles of micellar water,
the Garnier ones. What else? I've also got this deep pore cleansing facial brush. This I find to be like a little bit too harsh on my skin. My Burt's Bees deep cleansing cream, blow dry lotion as well. And then I've got like a bunch of nail polishes that I barely use, barely ever use. Oh, and this was the beauty cream that I was talking about. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, it's huge. I can't fit this in my bag. So it's better that I just top up this one with that, and then I'm ready to go. I've got, what else have I got? I've got this smoothing blowout spray. I like those things, they're actually quite nice. And then this citrus detangler. I've got this lip enhancer contraption thing like this. I have used it. I think I made a video about it if I remember correctly, but I think it was like a fail. Then I've got these NYC loose powder eyeshadow things. I also have this, who is this by? Oh, by Core. It's like a facial exfoliating set. Then I got this Etude House, there you go. This Etude House face brush, like foundation brush, and it comes with like a replaceable head. Then it has like the sponge. I've never used this. I do have my own set of like these kind of brushes, but I wanted to have this one just because. Then I've got 3 of the liquid lipsticks by e.l.f. that I have not used this yet. I'll dash a couple of these in like my giveaway box or whatever. I just never really use these anymore. But these ones are unopened, so yeah. Oh yeah, look, I've got another one. Yeah, this one's in Brownie Points. This one's in Brownie Points. This one is in Ruby Slipper. And then I've got 2 which is in Nude Pink. And then I've got another bottle of that beauty cream, one that I've like never used. And then I've got some e.l.f. brushes. I do need to pull these out because it's like I do need to use this crease brush because my other crease brush of this is just completely ruined now. So I need to pull this one out, but I'll get around to all of that. But yeah, I've got like 2 concealer brushes. I've got 1 defining eye brush, which I've never used and never will use. I've got 1 out, I'm never gonna use it. So, and also I've got this smudge brush. Again, I'll never use that either. I'll probably dash 3 of these into my giveaway pile too. So yeah, there's just some stuff that are unopened that I will never use that you guys can potentially have. I've got a couple of boxes of eyelashes, again from like eBay or whatever, but these are just trash, so I think I'm just gonna throw these away. I don't even want to give these away. Then I got like these facial sponge things on handles that I've never used, that I don't think I'm going to use. So yeah, and then I've got like a whole bunch of glitters in a Ferrero Rocher box, and I've got a couple by Hard Candy, and the rest of them were from eBay or AliExpress, one of the 2. This middle drawer, so it has my KKW liquid lipsticks in there. I believe I did a video on these as well, spare me. And then I have a couple of my hair clips. I've got the Makeup Revolution Dragon Heart highlighter. I hated this. I've just got a spare Ferrero Rocher box just because. And I've got a Revlon eyeshadow in pink opal. I don't understand what part of it is supposed to be pink when it's clearly white, but okay. Then I've got like another Dip Brow Pomade in Auburn. Oh, and then I've got another one of those lip balm ball things. Did I ever use this? No, I didn't. I never used this. So let's take that out. I'm gonna put that in my giveaway box thing. And I've got this bubble tea balm as well. And then I've got a few like fragrance samples that again I will never use. And then I've got this e.l.f. brightening eye color quad, and I've got a few of the Clean Color baked shadow quads. I've got this green one which is called Jazz, this one which is called Trance, this one which is called Pop, and they had a yellow one. They ended up sending me 2 of these ones, or did I order 2 of these ones by mistake? But they had a yellow version, and I got 2 of the green ones accidentally, so I gave my other green one away to, I think it was my sister. And then I've got this MUA Love Hearts lip balm thing as well, and again, that's never been used. It smells gorgeous. Oh my god. There's a bunch of things that I need to take out that I've never used. Like, have I even used this bubble tea lip balm? I don't know if I've even ever used it. And look, it's so cute. It's shaped like a macaroon or macaron, and again, never been used. Oh, it smells so pretty. Ooh. This is like hibiscus and acai berry tea. Yeah, there's a bunch of things that I need to take out and just give away, get rid of, whatever, because I'm not going to use them. I need to be honest about what I'm going to use and what I'm not going to use. Drawer is all of my like Kylie lip kits. Like here is the card that does the winky winks. And then I've got some of the, I'm not going to show every single one, but I've got some of the lip kits here. These ones are in like Posy K, Spice, Love Bite, Court K, and then all of the, yeah, so I've got some of those here. And then I've got like some of the glosses and all of that good stuff. Taking them all out is just pointless. One of her holiday ornament things from last year, that's that there. There's just so many that I can't even like take everything out. It's just ridiculous. So that's, but I stopped collecting a lot of her stuff after a while because it just became a little bit too intense with buying them, having them shipped over, blah blah blah, and she's continuously releasing, so it just got a bit ridiculous and it just got a little bit out of hand. So there's a lot of lip kits and stuff that I don't have of hers, but hey ho, what do you know. Okay, so that is all of my makeup. Well, all of the makeup here. We're still yet to do all of the other drawers, which are just going to be palettes, eyeshadow palettes, blush palettes, highlight palettes, etc. We're yet to do those, and that will be the next video. So I'm going to now go and edit this one so I can make sure it's all ready and up on YouTube, ready for you to consume this content. May I say Happy New Year to all of you guys, and let's just go and buy more makeup. I know I will be. Anyway, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, which is going to be all about palettes. Don't forget to share and put me on notification as well, please. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Bye!